Mr. Byron Amos, and members of the Atlanta Board of Education, Mrs. Shirley Crowder Meadows, our keynote speaker, Mr. Sam Crenshaw, moderator, representatives from the Coca-Cola Company, family members and friends of Coach Calvin Monk Jones, special guests, APS administrators, faculty and staff, and scholar athletes, good morning. My name is Jordan Hawthorne, and I am a graduating senior at Daniel McLaughlin Therrell High School. Welcome to the 7th annual Calvin Monk Jones Lecture Series. It is an honor to stand before you this morning to celebrate a man who has put his best foot forward on and off the basketball court, Coach Calvin Monk Jones. We have an exciting program for you today, and at this time, we would like to ask everyone to turn off all cell phones and other electronic devices. Thank you. Let us now stand for the presentation of colors by the Maynard Jackson High School JROTC Color Guard, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance and our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we've held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. And oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you.
Please be seated. Maynard Holbrook Jackson High School is very proud to host the Jones Lecture Series this year. Here to welcome you this morning is the principal, Ms. Stephanie Johnson, followed by greetings from Mr. Byron Amos, Chair of the Atlanta Board of Education.
Good morning again to all of Atlanta Public Schools. Mr. Byron Amos, welcome to our wonderful building, as well as our guest speakers and our guests on the panel, and mostly to our parents, teachers, principals in the audience, and anyone that's here today serving as a stakeholder and support for these wonderful awards. Just want to welcome you so much to Maynard Jackson High School. And looking out on this audience every year, I think about as we go through the years and we tell all of our athletes, remember, you are students first. You are students before you are athletes. And I look out here and I see all of you who are. And in closing, I won't talk long this time, but in closing, I just want to remind everyone, as you begin to move toward becoming successful in your career endeavors, that there will be opportunities that you're going to have to make some deep choices. But I don't want you to make those choices such as someone who's always looking to the side to what someone else is doing. I am very much a University of Alabama football fan. Nick Saban, whether you like him or not, he's an awesome coach. And one of the things he always tells his players, you don't look at judging yourself against the next player. You look at yourself for playing the perfect game. Once you've mastered your skill set for playing the perfect game, and you learn to work through every challenge, and it doesn't matter who your opponent is, you're going to be successful because you know what you're doing. Welcome to Maynard Jackson High School.
Good morning. Oh, come on now. I know it's a better morning than that. Good morning. There we go. There we go. I am Byron Amos, a District 2 board member for the Atlanta Board of Education, and actually our chair, which is Courtney English, and our vice chair, Nancy Meister. On behalf of our superintendent, I want to say welcome this morning. We are here to celebrate Coach Kelvin Monk Jones, a person who scored big in life by developing character, integrity, academic excellence in his students and players. His story isn't about a man who quit when things got tough. It's about a man who kept going, who tried harder, and who loved the people that he touched too much to give anything less than his best. Oh, how sweet it is. And if you read about Coach Monk, you will know exactly why I said that statement. Oh, how sweet it is. So students, what will be your story going forward? Is it going to be the story about young adults more than 230 years ago who waged a revolution to secure this nation's independence? Or will it be the story of young adults who 65 years ago overcame depression and won a world war? Or will it be the story of young minds who fought for human and civil rights? Or even the high schools and college students who founded Google over 15 years ago, Facebook 11 years ago, and Twitter 9 years ago, thereby transforming the way we access information and communicate with each other. On the court or on the field or even in the ring, skill and talents level vary. Some of you may start, some of you may be second string, some of you may be on the practice team. However, the impact of athletics and academics remain significant. Research shows that athletes miss fewer days in school, are more engaged in class, and graduate in higher numbers. In fact, athletics has been the route of academic travel for so many young people to the road of greatness. So today I want to ask all of you, what will be your contribution going forward? What problems are you going to solve? What discoveries will you make? Who will they talk about 10 to 15 years from now about all of the great things that you have done? Every single one of you has something to offer the world, and you have the responsibility in yourself to discover what that is. That opportunity comes through a positive education. So whatever the academic field or the sport you decide to continue to pursue in the months and the years ahead, keep running harder and faster to excel in high school and in college as Coach Jones did. And remember, you are surrounded by a community of legends, leaders, and runners who are cheering you to success every step of the way. I stand here and I think about this moment in my high school career as a graduate of Atlanta Public Schools, Booker T. Washington High School. And I also think about my brother. Between the two of us, we had 3 golden helmets and 3 best all-around athletics. And I sit here thinking about what's probably going through your mind, and you really don't realize the achievements that you have been able to do throughout your high school career. I want you to sit in this day and enjoy this day because it is your day. You're not only athletes, you are leaders. And that's what we, as your coaches, as your students, and most importantly, as your parents are expecting you to be leaders. You have to look no further than the coach that's in this building, which is an APS graduate, no further than the people on this stage, which are APS graduates. You have to look around and see the people that have come from the schools, come from the neighborhoods, and have come from the situations that you have come from, and understand, yes, you can, and yes, you will make it. So today, as we celebrate Coach Jones, I want to celebrate you as well. I want to celebrate not only my athletes, but as I said before, my leaders. Thank you and enjoy this day.
Donovan Harris, my classmate at DM Thurl, will bring the occasion. After the occasion, please enjoy a video courtesy of the Atlanta Hawks, who honored Coach Jones during a halftime presentation in February 2009 to highlight Black History Month.
The Calvin Monk Jones Lecture Series, which began in 2009, is named after the retired George Washington Carver High School basketball coach who guided his program through the desegregation of the Georgia High School Association basketball tournament in the late 1960s, leading his teams to 2 state division titles. During his tenure with APS, Jones taught and coached at Washington, Carver, and South Atlanta high schools. In 1975, Jones became the first African-American assistant basketball coach in the University of Georgia. In June 2009, Jones was inducted into the Atlanta Sports Hall of Fame, joining NBA legend Walt Frazier, John Heisman, Skip Carey, and Pete Van Wieren. Today, the Calvin Monk Jones Lecture Series serves as an annual forum for Atlanta Public School athletes to not only acknowledge Coach Jones' legacy, but to give them the opportunity to hear and dialogue with current and former professional athletes. This event also honors all APS Scholar athletes, coaches, athletic directors, with awards presented by Coca-Cola Enterprises. Coach Jones is an inspiration to every athlete, coach, and athletic director, as well as administrators who support the APS athletics program. And for these reasons, we will continue to honor him.
Good morning. My name is Harlan Wyatt, and I have the pleasure of introducing Ms. Shirley Crowder Meadows. Ms. Meadows was the last of 11 children born to Mr. L.E. Crowder and Ms. Rosa Mae Jackson Crowder. She credits her siblings, extended family members, and even neighbors for a strong upbringing. She began her career at Booker T. Washington High School in Atlanta as a basketball player. In her freshman year, she was chosen captain by her coach and teammates. Following basketball season, she followed her friends to track and field and decided to learn to be a hurdler. She earned All-American honors in hurdling for 3 years. Ms. Meadows tried out for the 1956 Olympic team, but an injury prevented her from making the team. After graduation, Shirley entered Tennessee State University on a full scholarship. Upon entering Tennessee State, she met her best friends for life, Martha Hudson, Penny Mae, and Wilma Rudolph. Tennessee State had 9 athletes on the 1960 Olympic team. Ms. Meadows' collegiate honors and activities include All-American and 80-meter hurlers 7 times from 1955 to 1960. Ranked number 1 in 1957 in U.S. junior and women's outdoor hurdling. 1957 full scholarship recipient to TSU, which ranked as one of the premier female track teams in the U.S. Member of the first Goodwill team in 1958, which competed against Russia. Member of the 1960 Olympic team, games held in Rome, Italy. After college graduation, Ms. Meadows returned to Atlanta to begin a career spanning 35 years as a teacher, coach, and mentor for the Atlanta Public School system. She's retired but continues to volunteer her time in the field of fitness and athletics. Her athletic and teaching fever inspired Ms. Meadows to explore other areas, including counseling for the City of Atlanta Department of Park and Recreation Summer Program for Youth, Safe Summer 1981, teacher/counselor for a pioneer program for young males at risk. 1988 and 89 Track and Field Coach of the Year, Georgia High School Coaches Association, and the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. 12 years of service at the TSU National Alumni Association, Atlanta's chapter secretary, and president of the Booker T. Washington High School Class and Reunion. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Shirley Crowder.
Okay. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Good to see you. It is indeed a pleasure and an honor to be here. But first, before I get into things I plan to say, I want to say this. They mentioned that Calvin Jones was coached at Washington High School. They did not tell you that he cut his teeth on a female group, and I happen to be the captain of that female team. So when he started coaching the males in the other areas, I felt sorry for him. I really did. Because Coach could be a tough coach. I'm going to tell you an incident. In my senior year, I think we were playing for city championship. And we were out there on the floor, and I designated myself as coach on the floor. The girls played about 2 minutes. Shirley, call time out. I need some gum. Went over to the side. What y'all doing over here? I said, Coach, they tired. They need some gum. Sit you down. Put us on the bench for the first half. We sat there playing for the city championship, and the score was getting higher and higher and higher and higher. After midsection, get back out there on the floor and win this game. I said, he lost his mind. But anyway, as coach on the floor, I said, don't look for me. Turn that ball loose, put it in the hoop. I think we lost that game by 3 points, and everybody on the floor became an active member of that team. And I want y'all to know that he cut his teeth on us. I am one of the many trailblazers from Georgia who ran the course of an athletic life, ran it well, and was fortunate enough to come back home to share my experiences, knowledge, and skill with others like you. First of all, as stated earlier, I am a product of the Atlanta public school system. Even though I only came to Atlanta in 9th grade, and my first coach was a basketball coach. No, I should say the second coach was a basketball coach, because my brothers taught me how to play. And when young ladies, if you play with the boys, you know what, you got to step up a notch, don't you? I get laid out. So when I came to Washington High School and was playing, they said, that little long-legged girl, play like a boy. I didn't know no other way to play. And while at Washington, we ruled. Then I came back to coach. I want to give you a bit of my experience before I get into what I really want to say. While at Tennessee State, that was my second male coach. And ladies, I don't know why, but they demand more than anybody I know. Male coaches, they expect more, and if you work with them, you will produce, or you will do your best. May not be what you would expect, but they will help you get to the highest level that you can accomplish. I remember when I first went to Tennessee State, I had been running for Tuskegee University since I was in the 9th grade. They had those summer programs where they'd invite high schoolers down, and you ran and competed in the National Youth Foundation activities. There I had a female coach. Loved her, loved the people that I worked with down there. But when it came time to go to school, Tuskegee only offered me partial scholarship. Tennessee State offered me a full scholarship. My parents did not have to make the decision for me. I made the decision that I would be going to Tennessee State, because that was a full ride. So I went to Tennessee State. After that first summer, I wondered if I'd made the right decision. When Mr. Temple finished having us running through the cornfields, running hills, and doing all that, and the whole time he was saying, "Only the pure in heart shall survive." I said, what in the world with this man? He'd send you the next day, "Only the pure in heart shall survive." And if you don't know, in Tennessee at that time of year, it was hot. It'd be so hot that you see the waves bouncing off the grass. And he'd have us out there at midday. Our uniforms would get so wet, we just run through the sprinklers, keep on running. Then we were, as little freshmen, we gonna get slick on him one day. We were running through the cornfield. We sat down a while and chatted and played around. Then we decided we were gonna finish the course. Start up the hill. Who should we see standing on the top of his car? Mr. Temple with his binoculars. Soon as we got to hit it again. So that was a deterrent there to tell me that I need to do what I need to do or give it up. But I wasn't about to come back home and tell, I can't take this, because I knew I had better stuff in me than that. So I stuck it out with Mr. Temple saying, "Only the pure in heart shall survive." Okay, that's the brief history as far as going to Tennessee State. What I want to do today is to share with you a few words of wisdom from a two-part question. And that is, do you have a plan? And are you pure in heart in your planning? I don't care what you set out to do, you need to have a plan. I want this to be a thought-provoking few minutes. Your plan should include, first of all, your goal, what you really want to be. Then you formulate what you need to do to get to that goal. And number one, as stated earlier, education. Now, as I was growing up, I could do anything I wanted to do and participate in anything I wanted to participate in, simply because my mom had instilled in me that grades came first. I actually cried one time at Washington when a lady gave me a C. I asked her, "Well, I can't take this home. My mama killed me." So I had to go pull out all my records and all that. She said, "Well, Meadows, Crowder, I did make a mistake." I said, "You just saved my life." So education is important. First of all, if you don't know where you want to go, any road will get you there. You need to plan to be the best you can be at whatever you do. If you're going to work on a garbage truck or pick up our trash, you need to plan to be the best person out there doing what you're supposed to do. Second, plan to be the best you can be at whatever you do. Third, your plan should draw on all sources that will help you achieve your goals. First of all, you have your education. That I'm sure most of your parents are trying to work hard for you to do, to stay on track, get your grades, spend that time off the cell phone and from in front of the TV. Get that done first. And you should have a vision. What you see yourself becoming later in life. You're going to plan that. All the values that your pastor, your parents, and those adults around you have instilled in you should come to play in deciding what you want to do and how you're going to do it. You should have a support system. Your teachers, might even be a friend. And I'm going to interject right now, a friend. I know when I was getting ready to compete for the 60 Olympics, I know that I was number one, and I knew everybody was gunning for me. I said, my technique was not the best in the world, but I had speed. And I said, I got to work on something else because these jokers are going to kill me. So my best friend, as stated earlier, Martha and Wilma, we spent time beyond our regular practice time because Martha had the fastest start that anybody I knew. So we would go down on the track when it wasn't even time for us to practice. And they would spend time, one on one side, one on the other. Keep up with us, girl. Keep up with us. And I'd be just running like heck, trying to keep up with them. And it paid off. When the gun shot for the trials, when they looked up, I was already gone because I had prepared for it. Preparation is a key element in your plans. Another one, your character. Most of you, I assume, in here are taking part in some part of athletics, be it track, and this is track season. I know some of you say, "Oh, that lady, shut up." This is track season. You have basketball. And I credit the Atlanta Public School systems. They provide all kinds of activities for our youngsters. It started, and I'm going to take half credit for that. It started when I was a teacher and a coach. I always felt that you need to be exposed to all kinds of athletics, not that you had to actually participate in, but that you could be a decent observer, that you would know what was going on, not just sitting there looking stupid. So that's why I was one of those persons who encouraged that. Another part of that plan should be your character. It was stated, competing for a place on an athletic team developed qualities of character in an individual. According to Baron Pierre de Coubertin, founder of the modern-day Olympics, this is what he observed, that it would develop character. I remember our experiences as we ran for Tennessee State. We were so well prepared that everybody envied us, but they didn't know how hard we had worked to get there. We would have early morning practice, 6 o'clock in the morning, that's before breakfast. We'd be down in the gym running laps, running till you actually flopped on the floor, tired. Too tired to go get breakfast, may go to get a juice or milk, and that was it. Then at 1 o'clock, you're outside in the heat, working hard. But see, those who competed against us didn't know that was going on. We were working hard. Coach had a plan, and as I said, his word was, only the pure in heart shall survive. Your victories will come when you take responsibility of your action. Victory is not represented only by those you see on that which you see on the scoreboard or the results entered in the final column. But for most, it is the inner feeling of a personal achievement. I did not win a gold medal, but I made the Olympic team. That's the highest that I could go at that time. And I had received my personal best, and that was it for me, and I enjoyed it. There is no sin in losing. I think the greatest sin would be not to try. I repeat that. There is no sin in losing. I think the greatest sin would be not to try. So if you're out on the track field or baseball field or whatever because your friend is out there, I would hope that you have a genuine interest in participating in that particular event. Because if you're out there just for the heck of being out there, then you're not going to give it all you have. Okay? That's why the pure in heart come in. And remember I said I was going to speak to two things, the plan and being pure in heart. If you have it in here, this is what I want to do. I'm planning this. Whatever it takes to get it done, I'll do it. If better is possible, then good is not enough. Okay, remember that. If better is possible, then good is not enough. So if you're out there and you're just hanging around, then I would suggest that you find something to do that would benefit you more than just being out there with your friend. Now, when I started running track, that's what happened to me. I played basketball. Basketball was my thing. And there was a fellow who had finished Washington High some years over, and I was sitting up on the steps looking stupid, probably. And he said, "Shirley, what you doing sitting up here?" I said, "I was just watching, waiting for my friends to finish practice." He said, "Come on, we're going to find something for you to do." And that's how I ended up running track. He had tried to hurdle during his days, so he had taught me how to hurdle the best he knew how. One thing about that was I had learned the wrong way, not wrong, but I did not get all the basics down through him. But it carried me a long way, and it was hard for me to change. My technique was always off because it was hard for me to change. So get your techniques down, be it in the classroom, be it on the athletic field, or wherever. It's going to be hard for you to distinguish between the hard knocks of life and the knocks of opportunity. But look and listen careful to those knocks. By that time, you will have pulled together all the information that you need and everything that you need from those around you, your support system, and you will be able to distinguish between the hard knocks of life and it's a knock of opportunity. Are you pure in heart? Do you have it in your heart to do whatever it takes to accomplish your goal? Can you give 110% rather than 100% of your time and energy? If you do not succeed the first time, are you willing to regroup and try again? If your coach tells you to do something that presents a challenge, are you ready to spend the effort and the time to meet the challenge? Challenges are just like hurdles on a track. You can run over them, you can fall over them, or whatever. So you can run around them. But you got to get above all challenges. Knowing that by this time you have developed everything you need, you would meet each challenge head on. Don't think that you're just facing challenges as a youngster. Those persons up here on the stage face daily challenges. I know I do. Right now I'm facing a challenge of getting my legs straight. So I'm going to work on doing that. And I want you to be prepared to work on whatever you need to. I would like to share with you a poem a friend shared with me, and I quote, "One step won't take you very far. You have to keep on walking. One word won't tell the world who you are. You have to keep on talking. 1 inch won't make you very tall. You have to keep on growing. One little deed won't do it all. You have to keep on doing. I think if you employ those things in your life, nothing can keep you from excelling at what you attempt to do. Always try to be the best you can be. You may not be the best person, you may not be better than the person sitting next to you, but you can be the best you can be. I hope that I have answered both questions that I put to you. Do I have a plan? And are you pure in heart? Have a great day. It has been wonderful. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Incidentally, this young man, did you see me assisting me here? That's my son. He received the Coca-Cola Award while he was at Mays High School in football. And I see a lot of individuals, things have come full circle here. I see students that I have taught. Joel, taught him at Thero. I was there for 25 years, so I may have taught your parents. Oh, okay.
How you doing? Thanks so much for inspiring us. Another round of applause for Coach Meadows. I'm going to move around and we're going to ask you some questions if that's okay.
That's fine.
I know I have some for you.
Oh, okay.
This is the part of this event each and every year where we ask you to participate. You now are traveling the path that she has already gone. And I'm sure you should have some questions about what got her to where she was able to go, what she achieved, and just athletics in general. Many of you are moving forward. You're going to continue in athletics at the collegiate level. So we want you to participate and ask some questions. So I want some people, if you want to move toward the end of the aisle, you raise your hands. I'm going to come around. I like to do this. It's kind of like Phil Donahue. They have no idea who Phil Donahue is or was. But I like to move around and get you guys the microphone to ask some questions. So if you raise your hand, I'll come around and bring the microphone to you, and you can ask the question. I'm going to start off by, she mentioned Mr. Temple. Ed Temple's a legendary coach at Tennessee State, and the current coach there is a former Olympian, Chandra Cheeseborough. So that tradition continues at Tennessee State. Talk about going there, though, and were you intimidated at all with him, considering the collection of people that were there? So many of these people right now are going to get this recognition they get today. But once they get to college, they're going to be in a room where everybody got that recognition. You know, it's kind of like the work begins again. So how did you deal with that? Because they're getting ready to deal with that, some of them, next year.
I think my position was unique. They did not have a hurdler. This was something new entering in their area. So I felt very comfortable being there.
There was no intimidation of everybody else in the room?
No, I was not intimidated, only by the speed of the others. And I know I could not keep up with them, but you know what? I tried my best, and it enhanced my speed by trying to keep up with them.
Fantastic. A question. A coach or a student athlete? No, got one right here. Stand up and tell, and let us know what school you're from.
Hello, my name is Jade Johnson, and I attend Coretta Scott King Young Women's Leadership Academy High School. And I would like to know, what advice would you give to a student that has frustration with trying to balance school and sports?
Trying to balance school and sports?
Yes.
That's where your plan is going to come into play, dear. We said that education comes first. So you're going to devote most of your time to getting your schoolwork, being prepared educationally. Second, you need to take sports as a means of getting what you want later on in life. So you're going to work hard at that as well. But I hope that you will plan it so that you can keep that scale balance, especially keep your education. That's going to get you in the door. Well, first of all, your athletic skills will attract the coach. Secondly, you got to have what it takes to get through the door as far as being prepared educationally. So that you know you must do. So work on keeping the scale balance. As I said, some things that you love to do, you may have to cut out in order to do what you need to do. I hope that answers your question as best. All right.
Got another question over here. I'm up this way.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm moving around a little bit.
Oh, okay.
All right.
First of all, go Bulldogs. I'm an athletic director and teacher at Booker T. Washington High School, so go Bulldogs. First question, though, which sport did you enjoy the most, basketball or track, of the two?
Frankly, I enjoyed basketball, but I came to love track as well. But my first love was basketball. In fact, I loved basketball so much that after I retired, had a family, I played semi-pro basketball. Some of you who are older may remember the team in Atlanta called the Tomboys. I played with them for a while. That was a semi-pro team.
Okay. And if there's anything you could change about your collegiate experience in athletics, what would you change?
The only thing I think I would have changed would have been to try for the next Olympics. First of all, I missed the early Olympics. There was that just before the 60 Olympics. I was a ninth or 10th grader in high school, and at that time I had not developed mentally as well as physically. So when I went to the Olympic trials, my coach from Tuskegee carried me for the trials, but that was also a national meet at that time. She needed a fourth leg on her relay, so she asked me to run third leg. Of course, I was a person who went along with the program. During that time, trying to run that relay, the young lady stepped in my shoe, caused my ankle to swell, and I ended up down on the PT's table trying to get the swelling down. I had qualified for the finals for that hurdling event, and all I needed to do was place 1, 2, or 3, and I would have made the Olympic team at that time. But somehow or another, when they called to the start, the announcer said, "Would the ambulance come to the finish of the hurdles?" And that blew my mind. Because it seemed as though he was saying, look out for her, she's going to fall. But anyway, I did not make that team simply because I did not have what it took to get that last step and beat the third person. And that taught me a lesson there. Do what you need to do for yourself. Okay?
I'm over to your left, Coach. Got a question?
Hi, my name is Quintavious Stiggers. I'm a junior at The Best Academy High School, and I want to know, what role did perseverance play in your career? So, I know all athletes have, that time where they want to give up. What could you tell us, an experience where you almost gave up?
I really can't remember if there was a time I almost gave up. First of all, I knew that I owed it to my parents to stick to it regardless. I know I owed it to those persons that worked with me hard to stick to it. So I think that's what kept me going. I just kept on moving. And like I said, temper made it hard some days, but I kept on going.
Hi, my name is Tatiana Turner, and I attend South Atlanta Computer and Animation Design. And I wanted to know, what did you do to get over nervousness before a meet or a race?
Give me that again, please.
What did you do to get over being nervous before a meet or a race?
Well, I don't really know, dear. because I don't really know. Just ask God to give you the strength to do what you need to do. Because I was nervous every time I came to the starting blocks. Because if you come up there thinking, oh, I got this, you look up somebody passed you by. So I was always nervous.
Excellent advice. You were on an Olympic team with someone and a guy that I understand used to hang out sometimes down at the Tennessee State campus, this certain boxer from Louisville, Kentucky. Can you attest to that at all? Some people may know who we're talking about.
Oh, yes, Muhammad Ali, yes. Well, we met him, and actually, he hung out after the Olympics. But we met him earlier in, I believe it was Chicago, when we met him. Yeah. Yes.
What kind of character was he then before the world really got to know him?
Same that you found when the world got to know him. Braggadocious and all that kind of stuff. But he was a good guy.
Hang on, right here.
Hello, my name is Jovanay Carter, and I attend Coretta Scott King Young Women's Leadership Academy. My question is, well, some of us, probably a lot of us, we play more than one sport or we have more than one love. And like you did, you played 2 different sports. So at what point in time did you decide to go with track over basketball, and what let you know that that was the right decision?
Well, mine was easy because I only had to choose between the 2. At the time that I finished, basketball was not in most colleges. But like you said now, you have a choice of many. Whichever one that you feel that you can give the most from your heart, that you would do whatever it took for you to excel, I would choose that one. Not just because my friend's going there or whatever, but choose for yourself. Which one you feel best with, choose it. And I think you'll stick with it and do well. Okay?
Got another question right here, Coach Meadows.
Good morning. My name is Darrell Terry II, a senior at Frederick Douglass High School. I want to ask, I continuously hear you refer to your parents as your inspiration. Why were they so key to inspiring you to keep going and pushing forward?
Well, like my bio said, I'm the 11th of 11 children. I knew from Jump Street that I would be going to college. It's just going to be a matter of my choosing which college I wanted to attend. My mother had developed this plan where the older children would in turn help her with those coming up. So that way I knew I was going to college. So I could kind of freelance and do what I need to do. As I said, as long as I kept my grades up, I was good to go, because I knew I had to make it in the door with grades. And whatever came after that would be on my own.
Got a question right here in the middle.
My name is Amadou Ba, and I attend the Best Academy High School. And I just wanted to know, aside from your parents, how supportive was your community in helping you maximize your potential?
Very supportive, very supportive. My community was the Washington High School family. As I said, Coach Jones was there my last year. And the coach that was there, the female coach that was there when I first came, and I didn't realize this until a few days ago, that she was on the 1947 Olympic team. The coach that coached me at Tuskegee was also on that team. And I looked at this picture, and there were others that were on that team. And I looked back, and those persons had an impact on what I did. I kind of idolized those persons. In fact, my sister went to school with one of those persons, the first person I heard about making the Olympic team. What's the name of the school? With Fort Valley. And some of you may know the young lady. She taught at Washington High School for some time. She was an Olympic runner. And that was the first person I knew that made the Olympic team. I said, oh, okay. So, that gave me something to look forward to.
Got one more question up here, Coach Meadows, up at the top.
Yes?
My name's Aaron Burris. I'm a freshman at Henry W. Grady High School. And my question is, were you more naturally competitive, or was your competitiveness driven more by your brothers? From your brothers, learning from them.
Well, as I said, my brothers were my first teachers. But I was driven more by the act of competing. I loved to compete. And whatever it was, I wanted to compete. I want to be in the mix. And I think that's what kind of drove me, trying to be in the mix. But as I said, my brothers were my first teachers, and they taught me that.
Coach Meadows, has been told we need to wrap things up. I just got one more question. I always love to ask Olympians, wherever you place in your event, is there anything else that compares to the opening ceremony? Because everybody that walks into that stadium is the best of the best from wherever they come from. What was that moment like for you?
I tell you, chills run up your back. And they say, eyes right. And you just strutting and you're thinking about your country, that you are representing your country, your chest stuck out. That is a feeling that you do not forget.
Thanks so much for sharing some more with us this morning.
You're quite welcome.
Thank you for participating.
Let's see some DL students over here. I've taught there 25 years, fellas. Yeah, good. Mm-hmm.
Please give Ms. Meadows, Mr. Crenshaw, and our student athletes another round of applause for a wonderful and most insightful dialogue. It has been a pleasure serving as your Master of Ceremonies today. At this time, I would like to turn the program over to Mr. Jasper Jewell, Director of Athletics for Atlanta Public Schools, and Mr. Don Osborne and Brian Howell of Coca-Cola Enterprises, to present the 2015 Coca-Cola Scholar Athlete Awards.
Good morning. I'm actually Rendell Jackson, Assistant Athletic Director of Atlanta Public Schools. I do assist Mr. Jasper Jewell, our Director of Athletics. We'll begin our awards with the 2013-14 Scholar Award. These awards are based on your performance from 2013-14 school year. Now, if I may have to the stage Dr. Maria Karstafen. Also, Mr. Jasper Jewell, Mr. Byron Amos, Mr. Don Osborne, District Sales Manager of Coca-Cola, and also Mr. Brian Howell, District Sales Manager of Coca-Cola Enterprises. We will begin our awards with the Superintendent Scholar Athlete Award. This award recognizes the top female and male student athlete with the highest academic standing in the district. These students must have participated in a minimum of 2 varsity sports. The first recipient, North Atlanta High School, Mr. Richard K. McClure. And our second recipient, Ms. Michelle Powell. I'm sorry, forgive me for that correction, Ms. Kendall D. Larea. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. We want to make sure you got this picture. That's what we wait on. Thank you again, Dr. Karstoffen. We will continue our awards with the Fine Arts Award. Recipients must exhibit outstanding dedication, leadership, and high achievement in at least one of the three fine arts: music, dance, or visual arts. We will begin with Coretta Scott King, Young Women's Leadership Academy High School, Jovene D. Carter. Best Academy High School, Walter B. Coggins. New Schools of Carver, Vanessa Rodriguez Badillo. Frederick Douglass High School, Najur Yarbrough. Henry W. Grady, Danielle Ford. Athletic Director of Henry W. Grady High School will be accepting for Ms. Danielle Ford. Benjamin Mays High School, Sydney Joy King. Maynard Jackson High School, Selma Gonzalez. I'm actually going to ask for one more round of applause for that national anthem because she did an amazing job. North Atlanta High School, Alexis Cohen. South Atlanta High School, Marcus D. Price. D.M. Thurl High School, Shamiria Walker. And as they like to call it, the Booker T. Washington High School, Marquise Thompson. I'm sorry. Correction, Arian Harris. Thank you. We gonna get it right, y'all. We sliding up and down this thing up here. Scott, you ready? At this time, we will introduce Ms. Candace Mitchell, Assistant Athletic Director, who will be providing the Golden Helmet Award.
Good morning. Again, I'm Candace Mitchell, and I will be announcing the names for the recipients of the Golden Helmet Award. This is also the award that Ms. Crowder mentioned that her son, Buster, was awarded when he was in high school. The Atlanta Coca-Cola Bottling Company's Golden Helmet Award recognizes high school athletes of exceptional talent who have proven themselves to be impeccable character, maintain a good academic record, and represent his school's community and family on and off the field. First, from Best Academy High School, we have Deshaun O'Waller. From the new schools at Carver High School, Aaron B. Williams. Aaron is away. He's enrolled at Nebraska. So Coach Miles will accept this award on his behalf. From Frederick Douglass High School, we have Shadarius D. Jenkins. From Henry W. Grady High School, Jamon B. Glass. From the Benjamin Elijah Mays High School, Natrez D. Patrick, and Coach Jarvis will accept his award because Natrez is already enrolled at UGA. Maynard Holbrook Jackson, Robert J. Walters. With the home crowd celebration. From North Atlanta High School, Vando Davis Jr. South Atlanta High School, we have Martavius D. Favors. D.M. Farrell High School, Dexter L. Brown. Booker T. Washington High School, Marquise Thompson. Let's give it up for our Golden Helmet Award recipients. Next, we'll bring Mr. Rendell Jackson back up. He will be calling out the names for the Scholar Athlete Award.
The Scholar Athlete Award. This award recognizes student athletes with the highest academic standing in each school. Our first student athlete, Coretta Scott King, Kiana Seeley Woodard. Best Academy, Mr. Amadou Ba. New Schools at Carver, Travis J. Thompson. Also from Carver, Ms. Kaisha Swain. Frederick Douglass High School, Darrell Terry II. Also from Frederick Douglass, Miss Lanaja White. Henry W. Grady High School, Colin Bray. Also from Henry W. Grady, Lindsay Van Beck. From Benjamin E. Mays High School, Brian Jackson. Also from Benjamin E. Mays, Ms. Kimberly McQuay. Receiving this award on her behalf will be the athletic director, Coach Natasha Harrigan. From Maynard Jackson High School, Adonis Ayiva. Also from Maynard Jackson, Ms. Atia Butts. North Atlanta High School, Richard McClure. Also from North Atlanta, Kendall Delaria. From South Atlanta High School, Tyreek Baisden. Receiving this award will be the athletic director, Coach Michael Reddick. Also from South Atlanta and receiving on her behalf, Jordan Favors. DM Thero High School, Torian Hardiman. Also from Thero High School, Ashari Hankerson. From Booker T. Washington High School, Antoine Sanders. And also from Booker T. Washington High School, Kiera West. Ms. Mitchell will now present the Athletic Achievement Award.
Next, we're going to recognize the recipients for the Athletic Achievement Award. This award recognizes student athletes with outstanding athletic achievement in his or her sport. First, from Coretta Scott King High School, we have Jade Johnson. From Best Academy High School, Tyler Gibson. From the new schools at Carver High School, the male recipient, Bryce Wilson. The female recipient, Nyana Ball. From Frederick Douglass High School, Joseph Grundy. And Lorella Shea Carter. From Henry W. Grady High School, we have Irene Ness and Jasmine Rich. From the Benjamin E. Mays High School. Can y'all tell I went to Mays? Dallas Warmack and Harlan Wyatt. And Coach Jarvis will accept for Dallas. Dallas is at Alabama. Roll Tide. From Maynard H. Jackson High School, we have Keenan Moore and Sterlika Battle. From North Atlanta High School, Charles Torres and Elizabeth Ray. From South Atlanta High School, Martavius Favors and Kaylin West. From D.M. Thurl High School, we have Datavius L. Patterson and Shania Daniels. Booker T. Washington High School, Christian Avery, and Quantina Williams. Let's have a round of applause for our students who received the Athletic Achievement Award. Next, Mr. Rendell Jackson will recognize the 2015 Coach of the Year Award nominees.
The 2015 Coach of the Year Award nominees. This award is selected based on the team's record from the previous school year. We will first acknowledge Best Academy, Coach Joshua Moore. From Benjamin E. Mays High School, Coach Corey Jarvis. Also from Benjamin E. Mays, Coach Shante Frost. From the new schools at Carver High School, Caroline Connor. South Atlanta High School, Coach Michael Reddick. Also from South Atlanta, Coach Akeisha Graham. And her daughter will be accepting on her behalf. Frederick Douglass High School, Coach Tilford Ellaby. Also, Frederick Douglass High School, Coach Alana Allen. These were your nominees, and now Assistant Director Candace Mitchell will present your 2015 Coach of the Year Award winner.
All right, our 2015 Coach of the Year Awards. This award is selected based on the team's record from the previous school year. From Maynard H. Jackson High School, Coach Russell Thomas. I'd like to also mention that his girls won the region track meet yesterday. Also from Maynard Jackson High School, Coach Michelle Powell. These are our 2015 Coach of the Year Award winners. Now our Assistant Athletic Director, Mr. Rendell Jackson, will come up to present the 2015 Athletic Director of the Year Awards.
The 2015 Athletic Director of the Year Award. This award is selected based on organization and communication, administration of athletic programming, and professional development. The 2015 Middle School Athletic Director of the Year, from Jean Childs Young, Miss Nadine O'Connor Smith. And the 2015 High School Athletic Director of the Year, Booker T. Washington High School, Mr. Rodney Hagney. At this time, I'd like to take the opportunity, since we are recognizing and acknowledging our current scholar athletes, I would like to take this opportunity to recognize some of our special guests. Carver alumni, Ms. Betty McClendon, if you could please stand, and Ms. Jean Manning. And if there are any other alumni that are here that I did not recognize by name, please stand so that we can recognize you accordingly. On behalf of our athletic department, I'd like to say thank you for trailblazing the way for our current student athletes, because without you all, we definitely would not have the legacy that we have today as an athletic department for Atlanta Public Schools. So again, thank you for all that you've done. We will have some final words from our Director of Athletics, Mr. Jasper Jewell.
Let's give another round of applause for our sensational student athletes, coaches, as well as athletic directors. First, let me start on my acknowledgments by acknowledging Ms. Shirley Meadows. She spoke briefly on it, but I am a proud graduate of Daniel McLaughlin Thayer High School, class of 1990. And little did she know, when I entered her class as a sophomore in physical education, she was one of the reasons that I chose this path of education. And it's been a 21-year journey, and all I can say to her is, thank you so much for being the person that you always have been, you continue to be. Thank you. To Moderator Crenshaw, thank you for your unwavering support of APS athletics. Our Coca-Cola sponsors, Mr. Don Osborne, Brian Howell, Coca-Cola, thank you so much. Principal Johnson, Maynard Holbrook Jackson, thank you for being such a gracious host as you always are to us. Let's also give it up for our sensational students here on the podium with us from DM Thayer High School, as well as Maynard Jackson's ROTC and that beautiful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. She did an excellent job. APS Communications, thank you as always for your dedication and hard work. And once again, last but certainly not least, the dynamic student athletes that are sitting before us. You guys are indeed trendsetters. You set the tone in your buildings as well as outside of your building. Thank you for your continuing excellence on and off the field. This concludes our 7th annual Muck Jones Election Series. I thank everyone for their attendance, and we look forward to seeing you on next year. Thank you.